Conquer fam, what is going on? So I'm here to talk to you quickly about seeing the forest through the trees. Now this may not pertain to everybody, but it can. For the sake of this video, I'm really talking to those who are about to enter into the CrossFit Open season, and the Open's happening in about a week and a half or so. And I'm sorry if my math is wrong. I do not have it down to the exact date. I've seen this for the past 17 years, where athletes lose the sight of what their purpose is and what they're trying to do. They get into the Open, they get wrapped up in the environment, they get wrapped up in the aura of the Open, and then they start questioning, second guessing, placing blame, and sort of like just not enjoying the process. And then through not enjoying the process, it can lead to negative emotions and feelings around themselves, around what they're doing, around the path that they've been on, and it can be a downward spiral. And what I mean by seeing the forest through the trees is understand where you are and what you're trying to do. If your goal, which you've said is next year or 2 years down the road, then that's your goal. This is just a stepping stone. It doesn't matter if you feel like you bombed this year. You're probably not ready to perform well if your goal is 1 year or 2 years out, right? If you've been recovering and healing some nagging injuries and you go into the Open and you don't feel good, well, that's okay as well. If you're entering the Open and your goal is to improve upon what you did last year, then make sure you understand that that's your goal. And you might not end where you want to end, but you still will be improved from where you were last year. And what does improvement from last year even mean? How can you quantify that in a sport where nothing is the same from last year, right? That's a very hard quantifiable concept because you're probably not doing the same workouts that you did last year. So that's how do you know if you're better? The score, where you place in the Open, can't really dictate if you're really better or not if it's not the same. You have to keep that in mind because based off anatomical build, based off how people are wired and made up, certain workouts, even a certain segment of workouts can favor somebody a little bit more. For instance, I'm 6'3", I'm great on the rower and the bike. I could probably go against some semifinal athletes on those two things and maybe beat them. If not, come really close to holding with them. Whereas everything else in the world, they would destroy me at. Does that mean I'm fitter than them or they're not improved? No, it's just the luck of the draw and how I'm wired and my build and what I'm just naturally really good at, right? So see the forest through the trees. Understand this journey that you've been on and how much you've already progressed from last year. And don't hold these weeks of the Open as a representation of who you are and where you are, because it's not. It's just another piece to look at and to see the whole picture. And if you can do that and you can understand that, then you're going to have lots of enjoyment through the Open. You're going to have a good time training, competing, and you're going to be even more excited for what's to come. I hope that helps. Good luck in the Open.